where I'll go in life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more.
Fuck you, especially PJ.
All right, you guys, anybody that does not sing along or like dance along to my intros, you've got no oomph in your life, if that makes sense. You guys, what is up? Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? It's Monday. I can't even keep a straight face and I haven't even started talking yet. You guys, if you have not viewed last night's episode on Dolly Vision, if one of the mods could please drop the link for me, please. It is comedy gold. And for those of you that haven't followed along or that don't understand, true crime and really horrific situations typically aren't funny, right? Or meant to be comedy. But for those of us that are the type to deal with situations in a comedic way, like for me as an EMT, I was usually the one that would laugh at situations that were probably not relevant to laughter. So that's just my personality, maybe. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure what to qualify it as, but whew, where do we start? You guys have to watch that stream last night. It was so funny. It is the utmost comedic relief I'd gotten in a really long time. And I can't even start to begin to go there with it. I suggest everybody watch it. It's freaking hilarious. Now, I'm biased. I do date the guy and I do love the guy. So therefore, I know that he's funny AF. But I'm still sore from laughing. Yeah. So you guys, it is the funniest stream I've seen. I don't even know how that happened. Can somebody please tell me how that happens? Can somebody please? It was literally like a 13 video clip from, was it Lady K? The channel's called Lady K, I believe. And she had done a video recording one of Tony's TikToks. And TikTok Tony is literally just named himself Tiny TikTok Tony. So quadruple fours, basically, is what he's become. But yeah, you guys, I really, like, this goes right along. And I was going to do this stream on Friday, but I had to go let my dog out. And so I couldn't stream this on Friday like I wanted to. And my channel, and the reason that my channel started out as being called My Not So Secret Diary was because I felt like I wanted to kind of give you guys insight to stuff in my life or stuff that I wanted to relay to the masses, like my input and my opinion. And so that my channel was originally called, first it was called Princess Jumay because that's my name. And then it was called My Not So Secret Diary. And then it went to PJ's Not So Secret Diary. But the reason, like I said, I like to give insight. I like to give input, opinion, advice. At one point, I thought I was going to go into counseling as for schooling. But so my post in my video on Friday was meant to be hey, this is what I'm witnessing as being part of true crime online. And hey, this is what I feel like we should do or what we should be doing or what the issue is, if that makes sense. And so now we're here to Monday and it's a completely different, like it done flew way over what I had it as. Like for me, I was going to discuss true crime and communities getting into the true crime storyline that we're told, depending on what kid's missing or what situation occurred and how we need to relay or react to the situation. Well, I was going to discuss Gabby Petito and how The community became outraged and stood in front of the house of the parents of Brian Laundrie. How some people were very upset by that and caused a commotion to the point where there were new laws enacted in Florida based on who can stand in front of your house at what time and when and where. Then there was the Summer Wells case where a bunch of people protested and ended up, according to Don Wells, getting him fired from his place of employment, which is neither here nor there. And then there was Quentin Simon, where there was protest once again, and people were upset that there was baby sounds being played on a monitor in a neighborhood, a bunch of people. To here we are today, and now we're just looking at TikTok videos of TikTok Tony, tiny TikTok Tony with weenies coming out on TikTok. I mean, we went from one extreme to the next, and we went from just, I mean, Sir Strokes a lot, really, Jimmy. I really can't. Ultimately, what I have to say about it is, in my 41 years of life, okay, I've learned that there is a yin and a yang to life, okay? So there's a good and a bad, evil, good. There's a night and a day. There's a light and a dark. There's always polar opposites of each other. There's always, the black and the white. Then there's the fine line in the middle. The teeny tiny, the yin and yang single, it's like a teeny tiny, you can't even really see it, line that separates the two from the good versus the evil. There's a tiny line. And that, in my opinion, is the goal in life for me. So, for me, hey, Miss Ann, you made it back from Nashville. Awesome. Did you have a good time? But, so I feel like we need to kind of maybe get back to that, maybe, as in what we do and how we do things. Dude, see, how is that even possible? Can somebody... Is that an anomaly? Like, did we just happen to see him stand up and then, like, something that he did on the green screen turned into a weenie? Or is it just really just he put it? And, I mean, I just don't understand how. Like, for me right now, I'm standing in front of I'm sitting in front of my phone. I have my phone out because I forgot to have my stand. I forgot my stand. And so I'm holding my phone. And so I don't see that it's physically possible for me to stand to where this image being shown to you guys would project my private area. But let's say it was on a stand on my dresser or on my desk at home where I have my laptop, and then I stood up to maybe go pee, which I wouldn't be sitting without my pants on. I don't understand how it's humanly possible that occurred. I really don't. Ultimately, true crime online in this YouTube world is just one extreme to the next. We really need to focus on getting back to sanity and that fine line in the middle, in my opinion. These kids are still missing. A lot of people feel that we need to stop making drama out of it or making fun out of it, or jokes and whatnot need to be curbed. But for me, the person that deals with trauma and bad things with laughter and jokes, this is how I cope. This is how I handle things. However, yeah. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. It's been a minute, girl. Where you been? And thank you, Jax. Thank you guys all that have hit the like, subscribed. You guys are awesome. I'm just... here with you guys. We still have a bunch of missing kids cases that are not going to be solved if we continue to just go down that rabbit hole of tiny TikTok Tony's weenie. So I agree, but see, can we prove that's even what he did? I mean, I can't comprehend how that gets done. Like, I cannot. I'm like, how does one show your wing? I don't I don't even have words. I really don't. And I mean, where's the baby for real? Because Can somebody explain to me, is it possible that that was just some kind of anomaly? Like when you see something that's actually something else, but it's actually something, like, is it possible that that was a shadow of something else and not actually his weenie? Because I, I really can't. Please tell me that that really was not this man's weenie, because I'm never going to be able to look at this man the same ever again. Not that I look at him really anyway, but he's literally up on TikTok with a bunch of underage viewers that are on the same platform, not necessarily with him. I'm not going to go as far as to say that he was up there with younger people, which I kind of believe he was, but not underage. I do not allude to anything like that. Just my opinion. The platform is for younger generation. That's all I meant by that. But how do you accidentally whip out your weenie? I don't get it. I don't have words. I really don't. I'm getting behind in chat. And I mean, yeah, Trisha, I don't think he realized how, like, what he had actually saw at first. And I wouldn't have caught that because I'm more of a listener. I don't really actively watch the screen if there was just avatars up on screen. And so, I mean, I'm so tired of these clowns making this a shit show. And I agree. I mean, it's insane. And then while they're sitting here making it a no, did you really hurt his pants unzip? Like, did he maybe have to pee? But how do you go from point A to point B to where you're Kelly? I can't. Beet Juice. While Dolly was live last night, he was reviewing a tiny TikTok Tony's stream that got recorded by another content creator, Lady K. And he dropped the link a couple times after he realized what he was looking at in his video. If you need a laugh today, I highly, highly recommend, not because that is my boyfriend and I love him, but because it is hilarious. During him reviewing this video on Lady K's page, he happened to notice a weenie popped out. And so he was just doing commentary on the stream. And once he recognized there was a weenie there, I mean, it turns into full comedy hour. See, he has a microphone shaped like a weenie. I mean, to me, I have to kind of tell myself that it's possible just because I cannot comprehend how somebody in their right mind would be in that position to be able to have their weenie slip out. You know what I mean? Ultimately, people here are. See, I thought I heard something like I thought I heard he possibly had gone and got up to go use the toilet, but I don't. So he was basically sitting there chilling with his weenie out, and then just happened to get up and cry. Yeah, there's not really any explanation other than that. Then, so ultimately, people are just, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, balls out, whatever. But oh my god, stop! These kids are still missing, and so for the people that claim Dolly Vision, myself, I'm not anywhere near his size, but I'm kind of an arm out of his channel because I support him. I help him with his channel, and I've actually had a channel prior to him, but my channel was more or less just me talking about what I feel like talking about at the time. But I believe these cases we are discussing are very important. The more that somebody tries to get me to be quiet, I'm very rebellious. So for me, I would literally want to go live all day, every day, and bring up Sebastian Rogers, the 15-year-old boy that's still missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. It's been 106 days, I believe. We still need to kind of keep that at the forefront. We still need to do what we can, whether it's passing out flyers, sharing other people's posts, or videos regarding the missing child. And you're right, weenies don't just slip out. They don't, unless you're just sitting there with it out and happen to walk in front of the screen and don't realize that you're out. And I don't know. That's all I had, really, you guys. I really just wanted to drive it home that, there's two sets of extremes and then there's a fine line in the middle. We need to keep focus as to what we're doing or what the purpose of our mission is. For me, I'm here to just kind of give my insight and my opinion. If you like it, I love it that you're here with me. If not, your opinion is also appreciated. I know I'm not for everybody, but yeah. But he continued to speak as he went to shut the door. Seth fired this TTT. He should have never had his private parts out while your son's picture. Yeah, I mean, not only that, but it's not even that his son's picture was on the wall. It's that he was just sitting there with his weenie out. I mean, is that normal? I can't. I really can't. I'm I'm concerned. It's just and I'm not taking a full break today. That's why I went a little bit early. You're right. You're right. Um, you're right. That with that too. I mean, you can't make this up. It's like the more that I feel like things are crazy, the more crazier they become. It's like at what point do we stop? I mean, this is crazy. Hey, short legs. Hey, Miss Ann. Hey, Melanie. I'm just gonna say what's up to a couple of you guys and then I'm gonna end it because I mean there's nothing else really for me. I just wanted to kind of instill my input to the people that wanted to hear it and that, there's a fine line in the middle between good and bad, and we really gotta just, you know, tone it down or reel it back in every now and then because we're still here. We're still wanting justice for Summer Wells. We're still wanting justice for Sebastian. I'm not going to say Sebastian's Army anymore because that's where the weenies come out. But we're still going to want justice for Quentin Simon. I'm excited for that case to come up. I hope, baby Quentin gets justice. Gabby Petito, we see, is getting justice by her parents being able to sue the people that knew about her passing, I believe. So everybody in my screenshot on my thumbnail, I just wanted to just go over and, there's been some highs and lows, some goods and bads, some extreme times and some calm down times. And it's just ultimately the goal really is to just make sure these kids and young adults get justice for, my favorite thing about CrimeCon was definitely Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace is a shining light, and I knew I loved her from the moment that she was covering Natalie Holloway. She was covering Casey Anthony being accused of killing her baby. She was covering Sean Bonet, and I followed those cases while they were occurring, and I loved her passion. A lot of people are kind of scared by her or think that she's very blunt and they don't like that about her. But I actually am used to that because that's how my parents talked to me as a kid. That's how, I prefer to be told things, just kind of blunt, brash. And so I've always loved her. But meeting her in person, standing in line to meet her and her welcomingness, her glow aura, she basically has just this shining light around her. And I just loved her. I saw that allegedly CP got faith for the summer. I saw the court papers for that. I believe that is true. And I'm not really sure what to think of that or what to say. Honestly, I'm not really privy to their personal life as to know exactly what their issue is between the two of them. I know what we've seen as for his demeanor on the interwebs. But I mean, does that mean that he shouldn't have custody of his child during the summer? I don't know. I'm not the judge. I'm not the jury. I don't know. Could I please get the email for your soap products? I have a question. Thanks, Hope. The email that I haven't actually opened the email in a while because I've just been a little bit overwhelmed since we've been at CrimeCon. So it's a little bit backed up. All of the soap products, it's just me and Dolly Vision, Jimmy. We work on the soap and the merch together. Most of the stuff he produces and makes, I'm the one that ships and packages it, and I'm the one that answers the emails. So I am actually quite behind on responding to emails. And if you've had a giveaway that you've won, that's another another issue all on itself. Miss Madonna, I actually had to correct your shipping on your package. It got returned because it was off. I don't know how I typed it in incorrectly. I did include a couple of extra things for you, and so hopefully you love what you get, but it's officially been dropped off at the post office. Thank God it's finally time, and I'm so sorry for that delay. But yeah, that's basically all I had. I'm taking a small break today. So I'm going to pretty much end it for you guys. Thank you for becoming a member of Short Legs. You rock. You're awesome. You have to admit you like seeing the big bro winner also. The season was so good. I didn't see him personally. I saw him, but I didn't speak to him. His line was so long. And with all of the other people that were there, it's like you would be able to kind of sneak in and say what's up, like, because they'd have like 3 seconds of time every now and then. Derek Lasseter did not. He literally had, every time that I walked in the room, which was like several times an hour, because that was pretty much where the main attraction was, in my opinion. But I did not get him at a point in time where he ever was able to say what's up, like to a non-line standing person. And I didn't really feel like standing in line because it wasn't like in the meet and greet area. He was over in the actual exhibits room where you had the tables and stuff set up. And so I didn't stand in line there. It was kind of really crowded. I really don't like a lot of people like that. It gives me anxiety and I'm just not comfortable with it. But plus I didn't feel like fangirling him at the moment, I guess. I don't know. Deceptive Deck soon. Yes, Deceptive Deck. I want to do a breakdown, but I actually wanted to find a yes, Turtle Island is tonight. It's going to be on Dolly Uncensored. And we really have a lot planned for Turtle Island this season. It's season 4, and it just gets better every time. So you guys make sure to tune in. It's usually at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Dolly Vision Uncensored channel. If one of the mods could drop that for me, I'd appreciate it. But otherwise, you know, we still need to just kind of keep on tact, make sure all the kids that are missing get the right coverage and share their face out, share their posters out. It's just important that we just keep that at the forefront, in my opinion. So thank you, Crazy Nurse. Yeah, we actually had solar flares. Funny you say that, because we actually had solar flares. It wasn't just something I was saying yesterday. We had a pretty big solar storm, I believe. I would have to look at it again, but it's not just something that I say. Good thing Tony is off. Could you imagine the calls tonight if not? Yeah. Hi, Granny Bassmaster. Love you too, Granny. So yeah, on that note, I got to go back to work. I'm only taking a small break today because I've got to go back to work. And I just wanted to get this stream out the way. I kind of almost decided I was going to possibly push it back again. But, oh, Jax. Somebody needs to fill Jax in on solar storms. Hi, Irish. Good to see you, Irish Badass. Love you, girl. Let me pull the outro. I got to get going before I get in trouble. I got to go back to work, y'all.
And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Bicycle.